Hello friends. So in India, the SpaceX Starlink internet services also allowed by the Indian government. So how the Starlink system work without the fiber, without the surface network, we will discuss about this. First of all, we discuss this is the Starlink device which is installed on the house rooftop. This is the Wi-Fi device that is installed inside the house. This is the satellite which rotates around the earth, which provide the internet to this device, and this device is connected with the Wi-Fi by the wire. So how these works we will discuss about this. So first of all, this is the satellite which is around 550 kilometer away from the earth. It is very near to the earth. If you have the telescope, you can see very easily through the telescope. Why it is 550 kilometer only? Because internet need very higher speed, because today we uses the video conferencing, video calls, so that need very fast internet service. That's why they have to keep the satellite only this much kilometer, 550 kilometer away from the earth. I think that satellite for our TV dishes, these TV dishes satellites are around 35,000 kilometer away from the earth, but this is only 550 kilometer away. So for the fast internet services, they keep it only 550 kilometer away. And now second, there are multiple satellites, around 4500 Starlink satellites are taking the round of the earth. They covered almost the full earth. Why this method? Because earth have the huge area. So these much, like mobile also have multiple towers, like that they also have around these much satellites. They are also increasing around. They will install the satellites around 45,000 more satellites around the earth, because now many countries allowed, so they need more satellites. Now the second is, when this device taking the internet services from the satellite, so there are multiple satellites, they are rotating around the earth, so they are continuously rotating, but this device is fixed on the rooftop of the house. So when it rotates, that time it check the signal, which satellite have more signal, so that only connect with the higher signal satellite. They have very huge velocity, because they are rotating with the around 27,000 kilometer per hour. Now you can think that when you run or you drive your car with 100 kilometer per hour speed, then people say he is running very fast. These satellites are running with the 27,000 kilometer per hour speed. Why they keep this much speed, that we also discuss. So due to these speeds, they are rotating, so there are multiple satellites. So when it connect with this one, this will change the place, then the another satellite connect with this device and provide us very high speed real time internet service. That we already discussed that this is the satellite around 45 around 550 kilometer away from the earth. It connected with this device, and this device is connected with the wire to the Wi-Fi service, Wi-Fi router, and this Wi-Fi router give us the internet in our home. Now, why the speed of this satellite is 27,000 kilometer per hour? I already told that this distance is only 550 kilometer. 550 kilometer means there is no more, it is very near. So the gravity force here is not zero, means the earth is continuously pulling the satellites towards the earth by their gravity force. Here gravity is around 90% of the earth gravity, so it almost near the earth. So when it is pulling towards earth, it may come down. So when it come down, it may fall on the earth. But what happens? They maintain the speed of this rotating speed around 27,000 kilometer, and this is rotating in the circular direction. So when it running at this speed, then the centrifugal force outside the satellite also due to this rotating speed. So when the earth is pulling it, the centrifugal also have the same value, so it is rotating in a same circle. The second thing is that around 550 kilometer the atmospheric air is very less, very means negligible. So the friction force opposite to the speed, when you run your car and when you take out your hands outside, then how the air forces on your hand, like this you also thinking that at this much speed the friction force is more, but at this height the air is almost zero, very negligible. That's why they can run at this much speed. So for maintaining this speed, these satellites also have some electrical system. They are called electrical thrusters. Thrusters means like when a rocket is going upward side, then what happen? The fuels fires in the below direction. So the fuel fire comes down, and due to the opposite force the rocket will go up. Like this, here there are thrusters which throw the electrons and ions outside in the back side of the satellite, so that will increase the speed or maintain the same speed at every time. When SpaceX set a satellite today, so this will work for 5 to 15 years, because I already told you that this is having some xenon gas that maintain their speed by ionizing their molecules by the electricity, and electricity comes through the solar panels. So for that the storage of the xenon is 5 to 15 years, that depends on the speed, the loaded quantity, but the average age of these satellites are 5 to 15 years. Now the next, in India, in India, in the hills area, the network is not available because the connectivity with the fiber cables or other electrical cables are very difficult to reach in the cold area, and the customers are very less, so the internet is not available in these areas, and in the hills area also not available because the customers are very less. So for that, this satellite provide the whole earth. You can put this device at anywhere, on the hills, on the Himalayas, in the forest, wherever, because satellites are directly providing the internet, or they are connected with the radio waves that we call na radio. So they are connected with the radios. Yeah, in between the restrictions should not come, like some barrier. There is no barrier in between this. So some benefits also of this, because these people who are not getting the internet services from the towers or cables, they will get the internet with very higher speed. Now I think I forget to mention that this is having only 550 kilometer. Why? Because we need the higher speed. So data also takes some time to travel, so it takes some time, so that's why they keep only 550 kilometer, so it take milliseconds. When the signal reaches to this, then this again send the data to the earth station, and that earth station connected to the internet, broadband internet, all the whole world internet. That's why they have to kept this much kilometer. I already mentioned that TV dishes, if there is a TV dish, if the satellite, the dish are connected to the satellite, these TV dishes and satellite, the distance from the earth is around 35,000 kilometer. 35,000 kilometer. I will discuss about this also, but that's why you have seen that when you were watching the match in the TV that time, and you also were, if you are listening the commentary, then commentary come very fast and the video will come late. Commentary means in the radio or in the mobile, if you are looking on the crickbooks, or when you watch on the TV which connected with the dish, that takes some time, because data from the this satellite to reach your home at the dish, it travel 35,000 kilometer, so it takes some seconds, like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. That's why today they are able to keep the satellite only this much kilometer distance, and can able to provide the Wi-Fi service or internet service on the earth. Here the internet services are not possible because due to much data delay. Today when we talk with someone, then this is a real time data conversation. If you are in America, I am in India, there is a huge kilometers, but that we can't feel that some delay is there because the speed is very fast. So I think I discussed most of the things. If you have any confusion, you can comment, you can give the comment, I will discuss about that also. If you like, please like and give the appreciation in the message in the comment box. Please subscribe and like the channel. Thank you.